guys, Merry Christmas! I'm Sophia and this is Sis Crafting. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a washi tape card. For this tutorial you will need a card. I personally like to use these pre-cut ones. You can always cut your own out of cardstock. A piece of cardstock. I would recommend white. I have used black, but it doesn't look as good because some of the washi tapes are a bit see-through. Of course, you're going to need an envelope. Some fun Christmas washi tape. I know we have an insane amount. We bought it on sale after Christmas. Scissors, and a glue stick. Let's get started. So first you want to take your cardstock, and I personally like to use the compass. Of course, if you have maybe a jar lid or anything that's really round, you can trace that instead. This is my personal preference. So I'm going to open it up. You want to make sure with your card that you don't make the ornament too big. You want to make it proportional to the size of your card. That seems about a decent size, so what I'm going to do, take my compass. You gotta hold your paper. Alright, so there's my ornament. Not sure if you can see it, but it's there. So then now I'm going to go ahead and cut it out. Now we're going to take our washi tape, or is this going to make a mess? Yay! Okay. So now I'm going to pick some, make a sort of pattern. You can use 1 color washi tape, 5, 2, whatever you want. So let's see, I got to pick. I picked 5 washi tapes. We had these little metallic ones and they're just so gorgeous to add into that pattern. Alright, so to begin, you want to take your first color, find the end. So we're going to take our washi tape and you want to lay it across. You don't want to have it too down because you want to cover all of the paper. So you want to even go a little bit past the top there and put it down and you cut. And then it helps to put it on the bottom. You can do it however you want. So I want to try to keep the pattern. So we're going to take our next tape, and you want to make sure you line it up with this previous tape. Try not to show any of the white. Okay. So you just keep taking your washi tape. You want to make sure you get it right up against the one from before. And that's it.
Unless you want gaps.
So you want to go ahead and peel it off your surface. So now you want to turn it over so you can see the white side and the sticky part of the tape. And you want to go ahead and cut out along your paper. So you're cutting off all this excess washi tape. So now I've got my cutesy little ornament. Now, you actually do not have to waste these scraps. You can actually use these to make another ornament. So you want to go ahead and take your ornament, your other cutout ornament, and now I don't have enough with these scraps, but if you make multiple of these ornaments, you will have enough. So you just want to go ahead and really there's nothing to it. You're pretty much just going to lay your scraps onto your ornament. And obviously there's no real method to this. You just kind of lay them down so you fill up all the gaps. And it looks pretty cool. So now our ornament is completed. We're going to want to go ahead and attach to our card. But first we have to decide what we want for the top of the ornament. So I've done it where I draw it, and I've also done it with washi tape and made it a washi tape bow. I'm going to show you that one But if you'd rather just draw it, it's super easy. You just draw the little top on and a little line. Okay, so first we want to go ahead and make our bow. So you want to go ahead and measure out the size for your bow. I'll make it a little bit bigger than you want your bow, so that way you can adjust it later. And then you need to measure about where you're going to want your ornament. And then you want to measure a piece that's going to be long enough for the string for the ornament. Now I personally find this too thick, and anyways you're going to need the center for the bow, so I actually go ahead and cut right down the middle of my washi tape. But if you're using like a tape more like this where it's really skinny, obviously I would not recommend that. Alright, so now we have our 2 pieces of washi tape. You want to set one aside for the string of the ornament. Just going to put it right there. And now we're going to go ahead and make our bow. Now this part's just a little bit tricky, but it's totally doable. So what I would do is fold it in half. Kind of smush the end there, so that way you know where the middle is. And then about in the middle, what I like to do is I like to fold it over first. You can fold it in front first, but then you get the back side of the tape, and I personally don't think that looks very good. So I fold it backwards first. And then you're just scrunching it up and down, up and down. And don't worry if it's not perfectly in the middle. That's why we made our bow a little bit big, that way you can trim it. So now that we've pinched it in the middle, you want to go ahead and take your extra piece, flip this over. You want to just get it stuck there. So you want to go ahead and wrap the center of your bow. You want to make sure to press it, give it a little bit of pressure, that way it stays. If not, the washi tape will not stay, trust me on that. So you just want to wrap it a few times, however may make you happy. I would do just at least a few. That way it's nice and sturdy. And then you're going to cut it. Just stick it down. You want to try to get that end on the back side of your bow. So now my bow is flat on this side, but that won't stick very well to our card. So you want to just flat it in the middle like that. Now my bow came out a little bit lopsided, so I'm just going to go ahead and trim the ends of it. So now we have our bow. The next step is to glue down our ornaments. You want to take your glue stick. So now you're going to go ahead and stick that on. You want to try to get it in the middle, not in the middle of the card, but in the middle widthwise. That bow just stuck to my hand. I like it kind of a little bit lower on the card. You just go ahead and stick that on. Now, go back to that piece of half washi tape that we had from before, and that's going to make our string. And you just want to go ahead and just place it about in the middle of your ornament. And just stretch it all the way to the top. Now, we want to add our bow. Now for the bow, the sides are sticky, but the middle is not because we wrapped it. So you just want to go ahead and add a little bit of glue to the very middle of that bow. So then you want to go ahead and take that bow, you just want to line it up. What you want to do is you want to cover this seam between the string and the ornament itself. So we're going to put it right there. You can try to center the center of the bow with the string, whatever you like, and you want to press it down. And I like to press this down just a little bit, but not too much. I like to leave it sticking up a little bit so it's got some life. So now we want to go ahead and trim the end. You can fold it over into the card, but then it's going to show in the card. So I personally don't like doing that. It is a bit more secure. So it's your choice. I just trim it right at the edge of the card right there. And then if you didn't want to, you can always go ahead and just draw this on with a pen or a marker or something. So now for the inside of the card. Obviously, I'm not going to tell you what to write as your message, but I do like to add some fun stuff to the inside of it. So I like adding, I hope you can see that, I like adding this cute little Christmas tree. And it's a little word tree. It's Isaiah 9:6, and it's in the shape of a Christmas tree. And you can find a lot of ideas for this kind of stuff online, so you can draw your own. And then on the bottom here, I put Luke 2:11. So we've got 2 Bible verses. Obviously, you can do it any way you like. That's just the way I like doing my cards. I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. With a little bit of changes, you can make some really fun variations to this card. So I've already told you, you can make this little bow, or you can draw it. But you can also add 2 ornaments, 3 ornaments. Another fun thing I've done is this little Christmas gift. So instead of a circle, you just go ahead and make a square, and then you make that little bow on top. Or a tree. This one I went ahead and drew and then cut out a washi tape. So there are endless possibilities of fun Christmas cards you can make, so just have fun. One other thing I like to do is I like to add a little bit of washi tape on the bottom of my cards, so that way when they see it in the mail, it's really adorable. If you follow this tutorial, please post a picture on Instagram and tag us at @siscrafting747. We would absolutely love to see your adorable Christmas cards. Please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Bye! And Merry Christmas! You're a mean one.
Mr. Grinch.
Mr. Grinch behind the camera.
Grinch,
Behind the camera.
yeah!
Ho ho ho! Merry Christmas!